The time is 8:09 in the morning time on this Monday morning, September 8th, 2019. It is time now for the Peter Cello Morning News on this Monday morning, September 8th, 2019. Ah, good morning to you all this lovely Monday morning, September 8th, 2018. It's 8:09 and 59 degrees in North Massachusetts. Top stories out of Peter Journal Modern News at 8:09 is how Trump's plan to meet agreement with Taliban came together, then fell apart as Trump criticized for planning a secret Camp David meeting with the Taliban days before 9/11 anniversary. Grand Bahama said at first-hand look at the Durand destruction wall. Durand tops Ukraine and Canada and Nova Scotia caused widespread blackouts as storm marches up north. Trump GOP senator says Trump needs to step up in gun debate. Trump calls out John Legend and Chrissy. Taken on Twitter gets a vulgar response. Dozens of Bahamas evacuees were told to get off at a ferry headed to the U.S. Harris apologized for her reaction to a remark about Trump. Trump labels GOP challenges as the Three Stooges. 9 New Jersey colleges among the best in the country. U.S. News Banking says 4 crew members are still missing 24 hours after a cargo ship overturned off the Georgia coast. Jay Falwell's aides break their silence as British Airways canceled only 1% of flights due to pilot strike. India is trying to reconnect with a lost lunar lander on the surface of the moon. Typhoon Faxai batters Tokyo, killing 1. Iran oil tanker sought by the U.S. unloaded cargo on Mediterranean coast. Pawtucket police investigating fatal motorcycle crash. Prominent mayor's habit sparks debate. Apple says Foxconn violated Chinese temporary staff rule as supply chain ramped up iPhone 11 production. Amazon's effort to recruit 30,000 workers class with saturated job market. Look at that. Stock today up 69.31 at 26,797.46. S&P 5 up 2.71 at 29.78.71. The Nasdaq cut down 13 3/4 at 103.07. And then there was like this, looking for the first stars in the universe. Asteroid fears NASA award over the most dangerous space rocket on Earth revealed. In Sudbury, Monday is the first day back to class in Sudbury since a 5-year-old girl was diagnosed with the Eastern equine and step-out at a time. Town leaders say Maxwell will be rolling for town spraying with mosquitoes on Monday and Tuesday, and work was backed by Spurs will go around the vegetation school properties to try to decrease the mosquito population. 7 people have been diagnosed with the Jubilee so far this season. Sudbury has been the youngest case of recess to be held indoors at Sudbury Elementary Schools. Middle school students will be kept the blacktop areas. Health experts will attend Tuesday's school committee meeting to discuss the issues. Jubilee is a potentially deadly virus that has severe effects on those who survive. School leaders say emotional support being on hand for students as they head back to class. The 5-year-old Sudbury girl was one of 2 new human cases of Eastern equine encephalitis confirmed by the Massachusetts Department of Public Health on Friday. Officials said the girl is being treated in their hospital in critical condition. And Dalton is on the critical list for the Jubilee risk in Massachusetts. Look at that sub. This one was. But the Republican Party loses the 15 seats in Moscow elections. British Parliament to begin on president shutdown after Monday's session. Bahamas death toll rises to 45. Government emergency team survive. South Korean President Moon Jae-in appointed Joel Kek as Justice Minister Monday, emphasized the need to continue the government's reform drive. Peter Children's time is 8:14. Time now for Sports Report. New England Patriots thrashed the Pittsburgh Steelers as they look like machines Sunday night. 33-3, and they will add that Joey Bar to week 2. Boston Red Sox fall to the Yankees last night 10-5, and Sox Yankees squatted tonight at 7-10, and they have fired baseball operations Dave Dombrowski. And Brent Bender saw that Dak Prescott 6 claimed for Cowboys cash. Peter Children's time is 8:14. Time now for Peter Children traffic. There's a check. Beep! On the MBTA, Red Dot Silver Press on going from the effectors from JFK, UMass, to and from Field Court and Oakers during the South train base standard stations along the normal operates slowly between them. Please put them in additional travel time. On the Commuter Rail, Fitchburg train 408, 710 from Western Suburb, 5 minutes passing between Littleton 495 and North Station to train traffic 492. Ashland train 589, 730 from South Station over 5 minutes passing between South Station and National due to speed restriction near the entrance to the South Station terminal. Greenbush train 70716 from South Station over 15-25 minutes passing between JFK, UMass, and Greenbush passengers can expect the train hold for train 004 and train 034 to pass by. Kingston train 033, 711 from South Station Arbor, 25-35 minutes between Appleton, Kingston to the train traffic hold to train 036 and 038 to clear sector to the single track area. Kingston Plymouth train 040, 837 from Kingston is expected to depart to the later on the outbound train 033. Middleburg train 010, 807 from Middleburg Lakeville is expected to depart Middleburg 15-25 minutes back to the later hour train 003. Middleburg Lakeville train 006, 6 minutes from Middleburg Lakeville is after 10-20 minutes being between Quincy Center substation due to train traffic from train 074. Middleburg Lakeville train 008, 720 from Middleburg Lakeville is operated 5 minutes basket between Montel substation due to train traffic from train 003. Newburyport train 160, 7:55 a.m. from Newburyport is about near Newburyport and is operated 5 minutes basket due to late Avenue train 153 caused by earlier issued near Southwestern train traffic. Rockford Line train 101, 639 from North Station Harbor 5-10 minutes basket between Montreal and Rockport due to signal issue near Saugus and Providence train 805, 720 from substation up 15-25 minutes basket between substation Wickford Junction and Thursday at Lincoln. Highways and byways, Providence and vicinity. Negative southbound side, slow between Pawtucket and Providence due to a couple of accidents on 95 southbound 114 in Providence. 95 northbound connected after 37 in work, so expecting delays on the northbound side from post-border work all the way down to downtown Providence. 185 westbound accident 114 near East Providence Seekonk line, so expecting delays between them. Seekonk, East Providence, all the way to downtown Providence from 185 westbound side. 295 northbound side, so between Route 2 and Work near Malls all the way to Route 6 in Johnson and Route 295 southbound side, Losar, Route 6 in Johnson, Route 37 westbound Losar, 295 Work, Route 37 eastbound side, Losar, 95 Work, 95 northbound backed up all the way down East Greenwich, all the way down to Providence. 146 southbound side, so between Lincoln Woods all the way to Route 95 downtown Providence. In Northern and Wyoming, 295 southbound also 114 in Cumberland, 146 both ends by the scissor, North Smith Woodland, and 89 northbound side also 122 in Woodsack stretch, and Route 4 northbound side also between Route 1 and North Kingston over there and East Greenwich. Newport Bridge on both ends backed up, and 24 southbound side of Tiverton is up. Accident on the Saginaw River Bridge, so expect some delays. 90 out in the gate. 28 in the southbound side of Bourne Bridge, a little slow train at northbound side, Little on Bourne Bridge. Route 60 eastbound side, Little to 134 in South Dennis. Out in South New England, 495 at the northbound side, so slow between 16 and Millville, area to the Mass Pike. In Westford, 95 northbound side, slow between 152 and North Alabama, 128 Canton. 24 northbound side, so between West Bridgewater there, the Route 128 Canton. 3 there, the northbound side, south between Plymouth, Marshwood, and Hippett's Game between 220 Rockland and Braintree Split. Summer Expressway, northbound side, so between the Braintree Split, all the way to downtown Boston, Summer Expressway, southbound side, so the Dorchester Stretch. 120 at the northbound side, so between the Braintree Split, all the way down to Route 20 Waltham. 120 at the southbound side, so between 28 at the rail off on the Braintree Split, and Mass Pike westbound slow between Lone Banana and South Boston. Mass Pike eastbound slow between Westboro and the South Expressway downtown Boston. Mass Pike westbound to the Newton Stretch and 93 southbound side slow between Bethune down to Lake Bridge downtown Boston. 128 northbound side to retreat Braintree down to Waltham. 128 southbound side to trade Randolph down to Braintree. 3 and stop by test between Kingsborough and 128 at Burlington, and 128 stop by test between Linfield and Waltham, 128 at North by test to the Peabody stretch. 3 the stop by test between Kingsborough and 128 at Burlington, 495 at the stop by test between Haybold and the Tewksbury, and 495 at the North by test between Route 2 Lowellton and Westport, and 495 at the stop by test between Hudson Owen and 290 in Marlborough, and 290 eastbound storm 146 and Route 9 in Worcester, 146 at the North by test right before 290 in Worcester. Peter Childusa, 8819, Dominafo weather report. Little patches of drizzle, 7 Worcester County and Norfolk, Rhode Island, but otherwise a nice sunny day. Right much in New England and Norton, and for today, Putts that's going to 73 degrees. North about 5 months coming in east and afternoon for tonight. Most of Cascade about 50 degrees, and light southeast wind for Tuesday, Putts that's at 74 degrees. Scarborough coming southeast wind 6 by the afternoon Tuesday night. Slight chance of showers between 2 and 3 a.m. Putts Chicago got to 1 a.m. Most guys about 54, 8 degrees, and south about 6 miles an hour, chance with 20%. Wednesday, Putts about 4, 7 miles. Putts east has coming 81 degrees, southwest about 7 to 10 miles, gust size. 22 miles an hour, chance of is 0%. Wednesday night, chance of showers at thunderstorms bay for 3 a.m. Patchwork up to midnight, otherwise, most guys about 64 degrees, southwest about 3 to 7 miles an hour, chance with 30%. Thursday, Patchwork for 9 was. Putts east has coming 79 degrees, northwest about 5 to 7 miles an hour, northeast in the afternoon Thursday night, chance of showers between 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. Mostly gusts about 56 degrees, northwest eastward about 5 to 10 miles an hour, chance with 30% for Friday. Putt east of the most gusts about 70, about 55 degrees, winds east about 3 to 8 miles an hour for Saturday. Putt south about 79 degrees, south about 5 to 11 miles, gust size 21 miles an hour for Saturday. Chance of showers, most gusts about 62 degrees, southwest about 5 to 7 miles an hour, chance with 40% for Sunday. Most gusts about 80 degrees, west about 6 miles an hour. Right now, North it's 59 degrees, and that's going to be it for the Peter Chills. Morning news on this Monday morning, September 9th, 2019. Peter will be up. Good morning, goodbye, day. Don't be a wonderful day.